to our podcast, Life on the App. This is episode 30. So this is
crazy.
huge. Yeah. I can't believe we made it this far.
I know.
We have a special guest, Sofia. So
Hello.
welcome. We're super happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. But let's jump into our T on DE, and then we'll jump into a little bit about you and
Okay,
whatnot.
awesome.
So first thing is going to be Team T, and this is, unfortunately, you were not there, but Cole
okay.
had a banger housewarming party,
Slash
25th birthday party. What was your take on it, Jordan?
It was so fun. It was a lot more than I expected. I didn't expect to be doing a keg stand
Have to do a
in
keg
his
stand.
basement or taking bombs left and right. But, it was fun. There was a lot of good food. He definitely went all out and did a really good job.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was so
when's
fun.
It reminded me of like good house parties when we were in high school when like
There's
kids
nothing like
again.
a good house party.
When's the last
Yeah.
time you've been to a house party?
A while.
Like playing pong in the basement, like genuine, and the lights are dim. Like it was a good time.
Did you ever go to Bridget's parties?
I did.
Yeah,
They were
So my
crazy.
sister used to throw. So Bern and Andrew used to throw them at my sister Bridget's house. She has like a bar downstairs. Her parties would go crazy. People would like break shower curtains. It was insane. All
was
her
a
parties were
lot.
crazy.
Thankfully, I think most of the people were respectful at his party. I don't think
Yeah.
anything got broken.
I don't think so. Cole,
Maybe-
did anything break at your party?
No.
Nope, nothing
That's
broke.
good.
Just a bunch of livers.
Yeah.
I guess.
A big
But
mess.
that was really good. Yeah, we
It
sung
was
Happy
fun.
Birthday. It
Cole
was a
got
good
ice
time.
for the first time.
Wow, I did not know that was his first time.
Yeah, that's why I have a video of it. And the first, he like took a little sip, and I was like, "No, you have to chug it." And he's
Insert
like,
here.
"Well, I didn't know if I was gonna like it."
That's hilarious. But yeah, that was good. Cole, we'll be looking for the one next year. Next thing is Valentine's Day. So local tea. So Cafe Karma, you go there all the time.
Oh yeah, I love it there.
Did you see their sweatshirts?
I did.
Did you
I
get
saw
one?
there was like I didn't. I saw
did
there
get
was like
one.
a huge line though.
Yeah.
That's like really good branding. I feel like that was such a
Absolutely.
good idea. Yeah.
Were you in line?
I got one. I got
Yeah.
a gray one.
Love it.
I haven't worn it yet, but I got one.
So are you a big Taylor Swift fan? Because like Karma is my boyfriend. That's a whole Swiftie thing.
Yeah. I love her, but I haven't like truly listened to her music since
Yeah.
like her old music.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love her and
Like White
Travis
Horse
Kelce
and Love
together.
Story.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
those
yeah.
throwback songs. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in middle school,
Yes.
and I was like sad for no reason.
Yes. Just blaring it in the bedroom.
But I do love her. I think her and Travis make like a really cute power couple.
Yeah.
I think she's great.
It's great marketing.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that. I
definitely
heard
is.
someone say that she brought him like, I don't know if it was 300 million or 30 billion. It was something.
She
the
donated,
NFL, like a
right?
lot of
That's
money. No,
crazy.
Yeah.
she, with the marketing, like she made them that much money.
Oh wow.
That's
So
crazy.
pull that
I don't like
statistic
her.
up. I don't know what it is. But
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan.
I'm gonna say I'm not a fan,
I had
but I don't
to buy
not like
the
her.
sweatshirt from Karma to support Katie.
Yeah.
I couldn't like not buy it.
It's
but I'm
also
not a
so
Taylor
cute,
Swift
though.
fan.
Yeah.
I don't really. I like her old music. Nothing new. I don't even think I've listened to her new music.
there's just a lot of hype about it. And my
Yeah.
girlfriends, when they saw the tours coming out, like they had the movie tickets, they had them booked before like they even knew what day it was coming
That's
out.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're like,
I
we don't know what
saw-
movie theater we're going to or what date we got, but we got our seats.
I saw some like crazy videos of like everybody like dancing in a circle in
Yeah.
the theater.
That's
And
crazy.
They're
wearing
like
their
the
outfits,
Taylor-
which
yeah.
it's a vibe, it's a whole thing, and good for anybody that loves it because
They're
it's a
hardcore.
culture.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but talking about Taylor getting into the Super Bowl, so today's Monday, Super Bowl was yesterday, Chiefs won.
Yeah.
Were either of you guys voting for a side?
I think I was on the 49ers side.
You okay?
I'm just like, I feel like I see the Chiefs everywhere, and I was just like, this was their
Marketing.
third Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would kind of switch sides. I like before the Super Bowl even started, I said, I was like, I know that they're gonna tie, and I know that they're gonna like wean it out of nowhere and win. I kind
And
of
what did
like,
they do?
And what did they do? They
did.
won. Yeah.
Did you go to a party? Did anybody go to a party or anything?
We have like a Super Bowl party at my house. Like all of our siblings come over. We make wings,
nice.
Fun,
chili, like soup and all that. We've been doing it for years. We had a very mix in my family of who everybody was like rooting for.
Yeah.
I personally did not care this time around. Like I don't care for either
Yeah.
team. But
Yeah.
it was a good game to watch. So
I can only get hyped for the birds, I think.
I know.
Because I'm just like not really fully there. But
Yeah.
I honestly fell asleep halfway through. Woke up, there was like 4 minutes left in the last quarter, and the Niners were winning. So I was like, okay, like I can go upstairs and go to bed. And then I'm at the gym this morning, and I see a little clip of like, I don't know who caught the last touchdown, and the Chiefs won. And I was like,
Yep.
I had to Google it. I went on my phone. I was like, "Who won the Super Bowl last night?" Like, I didn't
forget.
know.
I watched the rest. I watched the rest of it at Kids, and there was
was a good
nobody.
choice.
There was nobody in there.
Yeah.
I feel like not that many people cared
They
about
don't go.
it
It's
this
like
year.
not in our area. Like not here.
It wasn't like a big thing this year. Like,
Yeah.
nobody
I
was
agree.
like, oh my God, Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
did that.
Now, a little bit of spoiler alert here, but like, did you have any charcuterie boards or did you have any things that you made?
I had a few.
Yeah.
For Super Bowl, I don't really get that many.
Okay.
Because I feel like everybody's making like wings and buffalo chicken dip.
That's true.
Or I know a lot of
you
people that had like app contests.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
making
A lot of
sliders
people
and
do
things
that.
like that.
Or
Yeah,
people
yeah,
go
yeah.
out. So that's like probably my least busiest day
Okay.
is Super Bowl.
That's one of my
surprisingly.
questions once we jump into
Yeah.
that. So, all right, before we jump to you, do we have anything else on the Super Bowl? I think.
Halftime show.
Halftime
Oh, let's
show.
talk about the halftime show.
Yeah.
So
Take it
I
away.
was so excited for this. So excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
The second Usher opens his mouth, I was like, wow, that's disappointing. It
mic
wasn't
was
until
so
it
low.
wasn't until
It
like
was really low.
probably he like got on his roller skates that I was like, oh, okay, now I can
Yeah.
enjoy this. Like leading up to it, I was like, he does not sound like that. Like, why does he sound like that?
I agree. I
also-
was expecting more.
Yeah, and
feel
everybody
like-
thought Justin Bieber was gonna come out,
Me
so
too.
everybody is waiting. Like, where is he? Where is he?
Yes.
And it's like then he didn't come out, and everyone was like, well, damn, I didn't even really enjoy it because
Did you
I was
see that
waiting for
meme?
Justin Bieber. Yes.
Of like, did you see that?
Travis saying, "Where's Justin Bieber?"
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, I was watching the game and then semi-scrolling a little bit too, and like, as soon as he did that, the quarter wasn't even over yet. In 10
Right.
seconds, there was already memes up, and I was like, "How in
I
the
know
world?"
people are so.
And
People
Taylor's
are posting
chugging her
right
beer,
at I
and
saw
then
that
it's
too.
a meme in 5
Yeah.
seconds. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not. The game's still on.
I saw like a bunch of Ice Spice memes too.
Yeah,
Of,
yeah,
like
yeah.
her talking to Jason.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I saw it this morning.
That
I
was
know
so
what you're talking
funny.
about.
That is ridiculous. I thought the halftime show was great. I love Usher. When he came out though, Mary Kate and I were just talking about this. Like, I was like talking to Matt, having a conversation, and then he got halfway through his song before I realized like he started the show. Because I do think that they didn't start the show with like, you know, an intro and the lights or whatever. He just like
came
out singing.
right in,
Like
yeah.
he just was right there already like in the song.
He also did a lot of like copycat, like Michael Jackson. I felt like he was like,
His moves were.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I don't know, I didn't. That's like not Usher to me, so I didn't really like that.
I don't know. I found myself standing up in the living room like singing, and I was like, I love
was
this.
definitely
Like I
singing.
was definitely singing along.
not my
Especially
favorite.
like when came on.
Yeah.
Like he has bangers, and when you brought Alicia Keys out,
Yeah.
I love her.
They had a good performance.
I
together,
truly
they did.
pulled up a couple songs. I was like, is that on my wedding playlist? Like making sure I have it on there. I was like, that's a banger. Like I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I think it was good. I think it was a better halftime show than the last 2 years. I think it was Rihanna last year and Eminem the year before.
My all-time
disappointed
favorite
with
has to be Shakira and J Lo. I think.
When I slightly remember that.
Yeah, I think
That wasn't too long ago.
I don't think so. Like three.
Yeah,
3 years
3 or
ago.
4 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago.
Who did the halftime show when the Eagles won? We can't remember that.
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. There you
yeah.
go. Thank you,
Okay.
Pat. Thank you, Pat.
You would know that.
I Googled last night because I had to figure out.
Oh,
I
good,
Googled
good.
it.
I should have had more research done, but either way, it was a good halftime
Yeah,
show.
it was good. It was good.
It was good. It was good. But sweet. So jumping into our guests, we have Sofia here. So give us a little intro on you. Who are you? Where are you from?
So I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. I started a charcuterie business during COVID in 2020. It was definitely not something I expected to do at all. I went to high school at AI, and yeah, in high school I was kind of in between of what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Who wasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you have to go through a lot of trials and errors to like really, you know,
Figure it out.
figure it
Cross
out.
things
Like
off
if you're
the
in
list.
college, a lot of people switch their major so
Yeah.
many times. And so, yeah, I was in the Seeds program and I wasn't happy.
I did that, yeah.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Yeah. I don't know. College wasn't really, I don't think it was meant for me.
Yeah. And did you graduate high school in 2016?
17.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
a year younger than me.
Yes.
I was gonna say because most of your ending college year was same with Jordan too, all online.
Yeah.
Because we got kicked out my spring semester of senior year, so you
Okay.
were spring semester of junior year probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you were sent home.
Yeah, mine
Well-
was my senior year of high school.
I forget how young you were.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
but like in college, so did you have a major in mind or like?
So I was originally in nutrition.
Okay.
Because I always I like cooking. I was selling meal preps to like
Yeah.
people in high school, and it was
Yeah.
so fun. So I thought that would be fun, and I just wasn't really happy there. So then I tried to go to school for advanced aesthetics, and
This is all making sense
it's all
now.
making sense. It was really fun, but I feel like I didn't gain as much knowledge as I wanted to. But I've always been into makeup, so it was still cool to experience it and do it. And then after I finished that, I started working at Hoopette, which is in Greenville.
Okay.
It's a small local business.
Yep, we love them.
And yes,
Yeah.
they're run by women. They're amazing. So I'm a makeup artist there. But I also, when COVID happened, I had to stop working. Mm-hmm. And I started making charcuterie boards for my family because I saw them like on TikTok and Instagram.
They were
and they
a
were
big
trending
thing.
like
Yeah.
crazy. And I was like, I want to try.
You hopped on that at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because your Instagram's popping off. Like, put that right here. Let's get it to 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
Like ASAP. Yes. You're almost there.
Yeah. So I was just making for my family like every Friday.
Yeah.
My one sister.
Okay, so you had a little routine set up.
Yeah, we had a little routine. So my one sister lives next door from us, so she would come over, and my other sister would, and it was fun. And they were like, "You're like kind of good at this," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know."
You kind of have a skill.
Yeah. So they really pushed me to make an Instagram. My sister helped me with like the name and everything and a menu.
Yeah.
And the first board I advertised was a date night board, because a lot of restaurants were closed. Mm-hmm. So I thought it would be a good idea, to have a lot of couples were ordering.
Good marketing. Yeah, it's a good idea.
So a lot of couples were ordering, and I would do it like little heart themed, just something different. And then I had people asking me like, do you do bigger boards, or do you do this? Do you do that? So then that's when I really expanded my menu, and I just like went all in, and it happened out of nowhere.
That's amazing.
Which was, I love it so much.
So you do charcuterie boards and makeup full time.
Yeah.
So pure like entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're running your own businesses. Yeah. So that's amazing.
Yes.
Do you see yourself like ever opening a shop? So you only make these at your house?
Yeah.
So charcuterie, before I jump into that, which one do you like more? Is there one, like, would you choose one over the other? Like, if one took off, would you?
Probably the charcuterie.
Okay.
I think they're both the same in the aspect
Very
of being creative and artistic, but I've always been so, like, into culinary.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to go to culinary school. But, yeah, I think I would say the charcuterie. And I do see myself having my own little storefront for it one day, hopefully.
Oh, and that would be cool. Yeah. Like, what if you double up? You get charcuteries over here, a little makeup side over there.
Right,
I don't know. Like, best of both worlds. I don't know.
You've been doing makeup for so long.
I know. I
did
your
my
makeup before,
junior prom.
And
I think it was my junior prom.
And Sarah.
Yep, and Sarah and Anna. You've done all of our makeup.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Yep.
That's crazy. And that was so long ago. That was like 5-6 years ago.
I know.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
I think I did Sarah's prom makeup last year.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fun.
That's amazing.
And it always turns out so good. I'm like, just do something.
Your makeup
she
now
does
looks
it. And I'm like,
phenomenal.
damn.
Yeah. I'm happy to see you take that and put that somewhere, because I have a girlfriend that would do my makeup for certain events, and I'm like, post this on Instagram. Like, you're so good at this. Like, do more people's proms. Like, start doing weddings. But then her thing was, it was her hobby. And she was like, if I have to do it for a job or doing it with random people, I'm not going to enjoy it anymore.
Yeah.
So if that's charcuterie or makeup for you, I'm happy that you've expanded that and still enjoy that.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like once you really find, something that you love.
You took a mix of everything and put it right there.
And I've never been happier. Yeah, I love it.
So growing up in D, you're a local Wilmington girl. We're all, well, Jordan, you're from North Carolina, so.
I'm from New York, actually.
You're from New York. Okay, so not local, but like, how do you feel that has helped you grow your business? So in terms of like whether it was makeup, so you started doing friends makeup and prom and stuff like that, but take that into like the business world and like professionally, and like how you're getting people hitting you up and if you have referrals and things like that.
Yeah, I feel like that is a huge aspect to getting business.
Yeah.
Delaware is such a Wilmington is such a small town.
Yeah.
So I feel like everybody knows everybody somehow. And, I had my friends like post about it when I first started, and like people I went to high school and middle school with were like reposting, and my dad and my mom's friends, and they talk about it. And even where I work at Hoopette, they have truly every customer that walks in, they mention my business. And so like the word of mouth is been so huge, honestly.
Yeah, that's good.
That was going to be one of my questions, was like, where is the majority of your business coming from?
Yeah, I think word of mouth. Like, I have people always reach out to me. They're like, "Oh, I had your board at this party, and she gave me your card and your contact info." And it's just, that's been such a huge aspect of it, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Definitely.
And it pays. Go ahead, what?
I remember when your Instagram first came out and Bern like sent it to us all. I was like, everybody post this right now. And my whole entire Instagram was just everybody repost.
I know.
And it's crazy to like see how big it's gotten.
It's crazy.
Like I was looking at your
still can't
Instagram back
believe it.
today and I'm like, holy shit. Like you've just grown so much and it's like crazy to look at.
Yeah. I know. I still can't believe it.
You do a good job with the aesthetics too. Like you look through the page and it just looks bright and the same and beautiful throughout.
Thank you.
And your covers for your highlights. Those are so cute.
Thank you. Yeah, pictures and like I'm like so anal about everything.
I wish I was more anal. I'm like, just post it.
Well, for one of your boards, you put like something for Botox. Did you carve that out?
I did. So
I was looking at that and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, that was for Hoopette. They just hired a med spa.
Okay.
Well, she has her own business inside of Hoopette. Her name's Lisa Campbell, and she's amazing. So we had a launch party for her.
Oh, nice.
And I did like a Botox grazing table, and I put like honey and like little syringes and stuff.
It was so
That's
cute.
cool.
It was so fun, yeah. So I love like the themed boards are like my favorite thing to do. They're so much fun.
So what would you say? So you said Super Bowl, you're not really busy. Do you have a holiday or like, what's your busiest time of the year or holiday? Or
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
I can see that.
Insane.
Obviously, I guess that was a silly question.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like in a shopping cart with just stacks of cheeses.
I bet.
Everyone probably thinks I'm like a weirdo.
You're like, I
all
love
this
cheese. Yeah, I love cheese.
But yeah, those two are probably insane.
And how do you like keep track of all of your like requests and like be like, I can do this, but like I can't take another one? Like how do you keep track of all that?
So I usually keep a limit with like holiday. And then I always have like a list of like cheeses and meats that I know are like always in stock.
Yeah.
So they can still kind of customize it also. But when I get orders, I have like a little spreadsheet of everybody's name and their requests. So I just have it all listed and it's easier for me to go shopping and stuff and get it all done.
Do you have a certain store that you shop at? Or do you have like a VIP like Restaurant Depot card or something?
Yeah, like wholesale, Costco's.
Okay.
Trader Joe's.
Okay.
Yeah, those are probably like my three main go-tos.
Buy per order?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because again, like when you're giving somebody the option to customize, like I feel like if I buy like huge bulks of things, they're not like the most exciting cheeses. Like they're kind of basic. So like when I give people like a bunch of options, it's just, I don't know. It's like more
as soon as you stock up on something,
exciting.
you'll probably see it sit there and you're like, why is no one ordering this cheese?
Yeah.
Do you send out like a Google Doc and have people like pick, or do you just like...
I have like a cute little, like a little list like that I made on some app.
It's cute. I seen it. Yeah. And even when I was looking at it, I was just like, which one do I? It's hard to choose. So okay, so here's something. Here's my biggest problem with charcuterie boards. Not problem, but it's hard to pick out how big you should get it.
Right.
Because like you think like the one for 2 to 4 people and you're having a 10-person party, well that's too big. But then cheese, everyone has like 3 to 5 pieces. Maybe you have a couple nibbles and then it's like, what advice do you have for that? So it's like, do you think you should, if you're having a 10-person party, can I get a 2 to 4 one or should I get like a 10 to 12 one?
I always ask, like, are you having other appetizers there?
Okay, so that's a good question.
Because, so if they're having other appetizers, then maybe size down one. But, I mean, I don't know. There's so many.
The bigger they are, the prettier they are. So I'm like, he's putting for the aesthetics.
Right.
So give me the best one you got.
Yeah, and they're more fun. They're fun to make, too.
Yeah.
And there's, like, all these different options. So, like, you have, like, sweets, salty.
Yeah.
Just a mixture, like there's so many options you can do with like different pairings.
Yeah.
So I think it's fun. I always think it's fun to go larger so you can just make your own little pairings. I don't know, it's fun. Yeah.
I love it. What's the most amount of boards you ever made in a month? Do you have a number on that?
Maybe
If you don't know, it's okay. But I was just like curious.
I'm trying to think. Like for example, maybe in
I guess like November, December.
in November,
Yeah.
probably like 50.
That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah,
that's
and
a lot.
And like your overhead here is kind of just your time and the buying the products.
Yeah.
But so you're profiting on this, like, because cheese
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
expensive. Because even when I make a rinky-dink one for
It's
girls'
still like
night,
$80.
Yeah.
I still
for
spend $60 on a cheese board.
Yep.
But I guess you're doing good on, you're paying attention to prices and what you're buying and
Definitely.
all
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
For sure.
I'm just like, oh, $15 block of cheese, let's get it. I hope people like it. Like,
Yeah. And also just like the aesthetic of it looking nice.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
I love it.
It's
I love
nice. Yeah. But definitely, I would say December is probably where I make the most because people do holiday parties.
That's true.
And then
Multiple different events going on,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
so many different. There's office parties,
Yeah.
and then you have Christmas
parties,
Eve,
yes.
Christmas Day, and then you lean into New Year's.
And you get some then too?
Yeah.
And like slowest time in the month. Do you see people doing these a lot in the summertime?
So summertime's actually
Summertime
pretty
busy? Yeah.
because you have graduation.
Okay, I
can
forget
see
all
that.
the events. I'm thinking
Yeah.
hot because sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I don't need cheese if it's 100 degrees
Yeah,
out. But
there's lots of birthdays, and then
Yeah.
anniversaries are all year round. But
True.
my slowest month is probably like January, mid.
yeah,
I feel like that's for a lot of
there's nothing
businesses,
going on,
too.
and like for
businesses,
anything,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that with like a lot of businesses, January is just kind of quiet.
Yeah. And now I know you delivered my cheese board to me, which
Yes.
was amazing and like super great for the clients. You're very like flexible with all that.
Yeah.
How far are you willing to travel, or do people come pick it up to you? So like, how does it work? Yes.
So I think the farthest I've traveled is New Jersey,
Okay.
Oh,
which
wow.
isn't too
Like
bad.
across the bridge, or are you going like 2 hours away?
No, maybe like the farthest I probably have driven is like an hour 45.
Wow.
Yeah. That's if like, that rarely happens.
Yeah.
But if it does, I like to be accommodating and
Accommodating was the word I was looking for. Right. I said
yeah.
flexible.
Yeah. I think that's important.
Do you
to
charge
try.
for a delivery fee?
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But then other than that, people just pick them up.
yeah, I have people will be like, "Oh, I'll pick it up, no worries." And honestly, it's really helpful.
Oh, I bet,
when they
I bet.
do. Especially during the holidays, I do pick up strictly.
Oh, I bet, 'cause
Only.
that takes
Yeah.
so much more time out of your day that you have
Right.
to go deliver them.
Yeah, if I have to go like 30 minutes, then come back home and finish
Make
this
another one
board
and then go
and-
30 minutes again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that can be a
too-
lot.
yeah, it's
There's
too
not
much.
enough time in a day for that.
Yeah, and luckily everybody's super nice about it and understanding.
Yeah, obviously.
I would hope
That's
so.
something that we think about all the time too. It's like your time's worth money.
Right.
So that's good that you found that out, that you're not,
Yeah.
because in the beginning you want to stretch yourself. You don't want to, but you find that yourself stretching yourself thin and doing everything for everybody else. But then you're like, set those
Definitely.
boundaries. And it's good you do it during the holidays
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
something I learned definitely.
Yeah, you
have
learned that quick.
Yeah.
And so, like, being like a businesswoman, like, first of all, do you have like an LLC or like business wise background? Like, what's that look like to you? Do you have an
So-
LLC? Do you run anything through anything?
I do
Do you
have-
manage everything yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have any like, what kind of systems do you have in place or anything?
No, yeah, I have an
Yeah.
LLC.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of just
You don't need any management, I guess. It's just
Not
like,
really.
Do you see yourself expanding at all? Bringing on an extra person? I guess that comes along with your shop. Like, if you made a team.
Yeah, I do. If I did, let's say, have a helper, my mom helps me
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
Like, especially if I have like grazing tables, she always comes with me. Even if she's just standing there, she just like
Support.
passes me
Yeah.
things, and she's a huge help, and she helps me clean up and stuff, which is really great.
Yeah.
Or if I'm like running short on deliveries and I need last minute help, I always have like my sisters or
They'll pop out.
they'll
Yeah.
pop out. I've had my friends make deliveries for me, which is really nice. But now I feel like I've gotten into like a system where I'm just like,
Nice.
I can be like, okay, well,
You know what to expect.
yeah, right. So I just kind of plan it out. If I have to deliver, let's say like 30 minutes away and somebody wants to pick up, I'll make sure
Someone's home.
someone's
Yeah.
home, or I'll make it work.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
that's
is-
awesome.
Yeah.
What about like any pop-up shops or anything like that? Or is there any like fairs or I don't know, I'm just sitting here thinking of like all these things. You ever gone to one of them or anything?
I
That's a really
I
random
haven't. I would
question.
love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to. I haven't done anything like that.
Yeah. I don't know where they would have one, but I'm just like thinking of things.
Like a St. John's carnival.
Yeah, like
or
how do you get a
something.
table or something like that?
Yeah, that would be cool. I think the only thing that's like concerning is like the temperature.
That's the summertime cheese. I was thinking about. Yeah, it gets a little
You
too
have
hot.
to, yeah. So I don't know. That would be really cool though.
We'll have to, because like if we ever throw, because I had your cheese board at my event, but it's like if we do things here, I'm always going to think of you and throw your name out there. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely for like events. I've definitely, made stuff for that, but not have like necessarily like my own.
I'm thinking like craft shows or something, but I guess they're crafts and not food. But I'm looking at your thing as a craft, so.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, sort of.
Yeah, it is. It 100% is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I would love to do, because I know like lots of pop-up shops and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really trendy, especially in Trolley.
Yeah. And they do like eat the streets, so I wonder if you can get a table there.
Yeah.
That's nighttime, but that's like help grow your business, sell your product, that kind of thing. Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking more of like how we had like the pop-up shop for like the permanent jewelry, like teaming up with them. And like that's like what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking fairs.
Like
I'm thinking of like
This is me getting my thoughts
Or
out
like-
and you helping me bring them together.
yeah, trying to like team up with somebody and be like, you're doing a pop-up shop. Do you want me there with this? And then like you have your business cards out and you're getting people into you instead of like, I wouldn't see you at a fair.
Yeah.
That was the wrong word to use. A carnival, I don't know.
I've definitely like collabed with other businesses, which is cool.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
For.
Yeah.
Like, what are some businesses you collabed with? Or like,
So-
do you have any like business parties, right? Like you go to, they have a holiday party and you're always there. They have, their weekly meetings and you're always there. Something like that. I don't really know.
I remember I collabed with a photographer.
Okay.
And they were collabing with a bunch of business women in business.
Yeah.
So it was like they were doing a photo shoot at a kids party. So there was
Okay.
a woman-owned business that did balloons and like a bouncy house and stuff. And then they featured like I made little cones for them.
Oh,
And then in
that's so
return,
nice.
she took like a few headshots of me, which was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that, I've done a lot of stuff
I could
like
see
that.
you like going to like, what's that place called that do you guys always post about? Mint Needle, like that place,
Oh,
or like if you went to like Jamal's hair salon or like Burns hair salon and like did something like that. I could see you doing that.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be really
definitely
fun.
So when you started your business,
Yeah.
did you start off with an LLC? Like you went into it already having in mind, I'm getting an LLC, I'm doing this, or did you like talk to like a financial advisor or something, or like somebody else in business that was like, before you bring this business up, like you have to do so and so?
So like I said, I went into this completely not expecting anything out of it. So when an LLC came to mind, it was my mom. She was just like,
Smart woman.
"You're getting
Yeah, that's awesome.
She was like, you're getting really busy. I think you're at a point where you need to like take this serious and like if
100%.
you want to do it, especially have it grow." So that was like, okay, yeah, you're probably right. I should do that. And
who helped you through that process? Because I made an LLC and like Mary Kate helped me do mine because it's definitely hard and it's kind of intimidating because you're like, what do I do?
Yeah.
But it's not hard. You fill out the form and it's easy, but it's
Right.
intimidating. So did anyone help you or did you just?
my mom,
Is she a businesswoman? What's her background?
So yeah, she's amazing. She is she's a businesswoman. She works, it's called financial and consulting.
Yep.
So she's like a financial advisor and she manages
Answers
a
your
lot
question.
of properties and all that stuff. So she is definitely like my biggest
Sounds like an awesome woman.
She's
Yeah, it sounds
amazing.
like
Yeah,
someone I wanna talk to.
she's
Yeah.
badass,
Yeah.
honestly. She's a single mom and she really taught me a lot about going after what you want.
Yeah.
And my mom and my dad have been, my whole family, have been so supportive of like all the things that I've tried. And they were so happy for me, like once I finally found my calling. That sounds so corny,
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah.
it's not. No,
Yeah,
no.
so luckily that was a huge help to like really stick to it and keep going. And now we're
Just
here.
knowing you have that support behind you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you love your mom as your role model. Do you have any other role
Definitely.
models? Or any like...
I would say my sisters, probably.
love
They're moms. They have 3 kids, 2 kids,
they're just killing it.
They're
and you're
killing
just
it.
like, how?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my one sister works from home with even with COVID. Both of them were actually working from home with all of their kids, and I was just like, oh my god, how do you do this? Because
I don't know if I could. Yeah,
I don't know if I could either. But they, you know, everybody goes through their hardships, and being a mom is hard. So I think, I definitely look up to them a lot too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's so sweet. I'm sentimental, so you're gonna like make me shed tear over here. Jordan, do you have my tissues?
I should just keep some in my pocket for you at this
I'm
point.
like getting emotional talking about it.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, one big question we like to ask everyone too is like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, like business wise?
I definitely see myself having my own place.
I want you to have this in the next year.
I know.
Like vision boards, like we made vision boards. You could have put that on yours if you were here.
Yep.
Like write that. Do you write things down, or like how do you goal plan or set for that kind of stuff?
I write a lot of things down, and I really feel like I already have everything envisioned of like
it's there.
what
Just
I would
go
do.
Get it.
Yeah, and like all the like designs and what I would do. So I feel like once you have that mindset, like eventually
it's just cooking up here and it's coming out
it's
here.
Marinating.
Yes,
and then it will happen.
Yeah,
for sure. Fingers crossed.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have an ideal location? Are you going to stay like in the Wilmington area?
If you could, yeah. I would think Trolley, or because Trolley is such a huge trending.
100%.
Yeah,
it's like
I'm
a
sure you
stomping
guys
ground.
know that too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very central.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why people like having businesses here, because it's
definitely
a lot more central than like Newcastle or North Wilmington. So
I feel like Trolley's like the Philly.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So and Market Street too is like on the come up like crazy.
That's huge down there. Yeah. They're developing 9th Street. They're having there's 2 new apartments. There's tons of new apartments coming up there. There's a lot
it's
coming
crazy.
on.
Yeah, so that would be fun, or even Hocassin or Pike Creek.
It's
where
not
I'm
bad.
at.
Yeah,
but
you're still in Pike Creek, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in Pike Creek. But I feel like Trolley and like Market Street is like probably the most ideal, just because I think it'll attract like a lot.
Yeah. Do you have a timeline on that?
I'm hoping, probably within the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see it becoming a multiple location sort of thing?
I don't know. I would
like
love that.
ideally you would want that.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
could see it.
Yeah, I hope so.
I could definitely see it.
Well, I want to help you make that happen. I want that to happen.
I
think we all do.
Well, I know a real estate agent, so.
Yeah, we got the whole team here for you.
Yeah.
So, do you want to leave the people with anything? Like, tell them what's your Instagram again?
Oh, it's Le Fromage _ Sofia.
Now, what is that? What does that word mean?
So Le Fromage is cheese in French. My sister,
Okay, thank you.
My sister helped me come up with it.
I love it.
Yeah. So
I asked the same thing when I followed her Instagram. I'm like, what is this?
I know.
And then I
I
looked
didn't
it up
know.
and I was like, it's literally cheese.
I guess I could have looked it up, but I was just reading it and I was like, it's got to mean something.
I had no idea what it meant before. She was like, you should do Le Fromage. And I was like, what does
That
that
sounds
mean?
really nice. Like,
But
that's
it
a pretty
sounds
nice.
nice. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And it kind of sets a tone in the aesthetic. Like, I can feel it when you're
Right?
saying it.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, sweet. Well, thank you so much for having
Thank you for
coming
having
on.
me. This was so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm proud of you guys. You guys
We're trying.
definitely seem to like love what you do, and you're at a good spot.
I feel like you feel our vibe,
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? And
definitely.
we both had trial and error with tons of things we're doing, and it's just that, like, don't be afraid to, like, jump and figure out things you want to do, and then
Definitely. Yeah, you
know
just
what I
have
mean?
to go
Try new
for
things.
it.
If you're not happy,
Yeah.
move. Go try something else.
Yep.
Don't sit at that 9 to 5 in your cubicle if you're
Definitely.
miserable.
Yeah.
COVID happened. We found great careers through that. So it's like, was a bad thing that happened, but good things came out of it. So
Yeah. I always say like success isn't always about how much money or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like like it is. It's like what if you're doing something you truly love,
And it makes
you're
you
gonna be
happy.
successful.
Yeah.
And the impact you make on other people's lives with doing something that you really love is I think that's like very
That's the key.
It's really about to
successful,
cry right now.
No, I'm like, I can feel, I'm just like, I'm being happy and emotional. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
great. That's amazing.
And you guys definitely have done that too. I feel like
we try,
Yeah,
we have a good
definitely.
atmosphere here, and like
Yeah, we do.
we just
Yeah.
hyped up Trolley so much. It's just being within the
Yeah.
community too helps. So we're
Yeah,
not
it's
locked up in
amazing.
a multi-unit building somewhere that we walk out into the parking lot. Like
Yeah.
our neighbors walk in the doors. Like we go get lunch and see the people we see
I know
all the
there's
time.
so many
Yeah.
like local spots
Yeah.
too. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
so
thanks for
fun.
coming on. Please go follow
thank
the
you.
girl on Instagram. Buy her charcuterie boards.
Yes.
And that's that.
Yeah.
We'll see you next
Repost
time.
her pictures.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.